BC13.com.
Reading and learning to read is a basic in education, and to accomplish that task, being able to see is a priority. Most students and teachers take the ability to see for granted, and if a student has trouble, many think the problem is a lack of effort or mental deficiency. But in some cases, the student may have a sight problem that has gone undetected. As Rod Carter reports, that's where the nonprofit organization Sight Savers comes in.
What does that look like?
Reading and understanding words is a basic building block in education, but for some kids, it's not that easy to do. And because of economic constraints, getting proper tests that could show just what the problem really is isn't always doable. That's where Sight Savers comes in.
Those children have been identified by Sight Savers, which is often a big problem, is just finding these kids as children who might benefit from rehab services.
Dr. DECARLO operates a low vision clinic at UAB. She works with the Sight Savers organization to identify students who might have a vision problem and don't know it. Then she targets how best to treat the child, either with something as simple as a magnifying glass or as sophisticated as a computer that makes images big enough to see. She says the results and the program can leave parents speechless.
I think a lot of parents are just astounded that this is even available, and we're really lucky in Alabama because I've practiced in Florida. I have friends that practice all over the country, and most states don't have this kind of program available to them.
Jeff HADDOX runs Sight Savers. He says once doctors like Dr. DECARLO find students who need special help, his group works to fill the needs, specifically the more expensive ones like the magnifying computers that can cost anywhere around $2,000. HADDOX says that he has seen how these tools can change a student's life.
It makes them much more independent, much more highly motivated. Their grades go up dramatically in school, and it really gives them a different outlook on life, because if you can imagine children that can't see very well, they really are a lot of times feel a little bit isolated. They look a little bit inward because they're not able to see when they look out and see people's faces and see to read and write.
Rod Carter, NBC 13 HD News.
Now, Jeff HADDOX says when his organization, Sight Savers, does receive some state funding for other programs they have, this program is funded by donations and fundraisers only.
Research shows that vision problems are a common cause for problems in school.
And Sight Savers, a Birmingham nonprofit, is trying to help change that. Today, 14 kids were given free eye screenings through the Callahan Eye Foundation over at UAB Hospital. Optometrists prescribed sight-enhancing instruments like these special monitors. They enhance the text in books, helping the children to read.
It really changes their world. They're very limited in what they can do before having a piece of equipment like this, but with this, they're much more independent. They become much more motivated. They make better grades in school, and it's really a life-changing event for them.
And if you'd like to learn more about Sight Savers, check out our hot links page at cbs42.com.